Hey everybody, it's Shaman Sister Sin, and you're listening to the Meditations and More podcast brought to you by BetterHelp.com and LittleShaman.org. That's me, Little Shaman. Today I wanted to talk to you about something that is very important in relationships of any kind with narcissists, and that is that narcissists try to turn people against themselves. It's bad enough that in relationships with narcissists, they turn against you and turn you against them eventually with their terrible behavior. What's even worse is that in so many situations, they also try to turn you against yourself. This isn't even just about them trying to convince you that you're wrong or bad, though they certainly do that as well, and relentlessly. This is both bigger and more subtle than that. For narcissistic people, there's no team or partnership. There's their side and there's the other people's side. This includes you. Now, they want you to be on their side, and that makes sense in a relationship, right? You'd want your partner or family member to be on your side. Except that in this situation, if you're on the narcissist team, by default, you cannot be on yours because you're actually one of the opposing teams. They want you to be on their side against yourself. This is where it gets toxic and abusive. You are expected to be on their side no matter what, even if this puts you at direct odds with your own safety and well-being. You are expected to betray yourself without even thinking about it. And if you don't, you're selfish and you don't care about them. You're a bad person who thinks only you matter. For example, let's say the narcissist in your life physically harmed you, and so you called the police and they were arrested for that. Now they have to go to court over it and might face some pretty serious consequences. In their opinion, it's your responsibility to refuse to cooperate with the police, to lie to them, to do whatever you have to do to get the narcissist out of trouble and help them not face the natural consequences for their behavior. The fact that this would require you to directly and intentionally betray yourself does not matter to them. Indeed, it's doubtful they're even aware of it. All that matters is they have a problem and you need to fix it. After all, you caused it. You shouldn't have called the police in the first place, and the fact that you did is a crime of the highest caliber as far as they're concerned. The fact that not calling the police in this situation would also have required you to betray yourself in order to, quote, protect them and be on their side does not matter or register with them either. This is an extreme example for some people because not all narcissists are physically violent, but the premise of it holds true across the board in all relationships with pathologically narcissistic people. The only thing that matters to them here is them, and that is absolutely unequivocally how they expect other people to behave and to feel as well. The fact that this is horrifically and ridiculously unreasonable to expect from any other human being does not seem to matter to this kind of person or register with them at all. It's a look into their mindset and its powerful testimony to how truly egocentric and selfish this personality really can be. The level of egocentricity and selfishness we see in pathologically narcissistic people literally defies understanding for most people. People who are entangled with narcissists are expected to betray, sacrifice, and compromise themselves continuously and completely without complaining or even noticing, the way that a parent does for a very small child. If you do not do that, you are a bad partner or a bad family member, and you will likely be punished relentlessly at the mercy of the entitled, rejected, psychotic rage and ego of this infantile personality. There are almost not words to convey how detrimental this is to somebody, how much damage it can cause to a person's mental, emotional, spiritual, and physical well-being, or how it can erode a person's basic fundamental sense of safety. It creates a situation where you not only have to choose someone else's comfort over your own safety, but where it's experienced as legitimately dangerous and wrong to even consider yourself at all. Because people cannot simply stop existing as human beings and being aware of themselves, because they cannot simply become objects that exist only to regulate and fortify another person, they are constantly being attacked and punished for that. This is very demoralizing and dehumanizing for adults, and it is devastating for children. People who are shamed and punished for considering themselves in any way become afraid to even have needs, let alone express or advocate for their needs. They become afraid to even be people. The narcissistic personality is a devouring machine that will consume everyone and everything around it without even a thought to how this affects any other living thing. This includes parents, partners, children, coworkers, pets, and anyone else unlucky enough to be in their vicinity. Stop always looking for the relatable humanity in these personalities. Not because you won't see it, but because many times you will see it, and it's a trap. None of the relatable humanity that exists or appears to exist in pathologically narcissistic personalities will change any of these things or work to protect you. Even if it's genuine, it doesn't matter. It might as well not be there at all, and for some, maybe it's not. Nothing will protect you except limiting your interaction with this kind of person as much as possible. I hope that clears a few things up for you. As always, I look forward to your comments, questions, and suggestions, so please keep those coming. I take appointments online, over the phone, via text, via messenger, via email, and through Skype worldwide. So if you're interested in speaking with me one-on-one, you can visit littleshaman.org to do that. I teach workshops, seminars, and clinics multiple times throughout the year. So if you're interested in seeing what we are running this month, you can visit littleshaman.org to do that. And if you're interested in joining our support group with meetings twice a week, access to exclusive content, a group chat, and more, you can visit littleshaman.org to do that as well. You've been listening to the Meditations and More podcast brought to you by betterhelp.com and littleshaman.org. That's me, Little Shaman. May the Great Spirit bless you. Have a beautiful day.